PCE, CPI dan PPI ada correlation tak, Cikgu Rashid?
Okay, definitely ada correlation. Okay, saya bagi tahu dulu secara verbally, tapi kalau ada detail, dia selalunya start dengan PPI ke CPI, CPI ke PCE. Okay, so dia punya correlation macam tu. Start daripada kilang-kilang ataupun producer, then pergi dekat consumer, and then bila pass dekat retailers, and then bila consumer nampak inflation tinggi, they make a decision within which category. Macam saya nak bagi analogi, macam kita sekarang ni, contoh harga minyak masak mahal. Sebab apa mahal? Sebab kilang dia produce pun dah mahal. Jadi sebab apa mahal? Sebab dia punya input cost pun mahal. Contoh, I think the other example will be coffee bean or soya bean. The raw material prices is already high. Okay, so dia akan membuatkan pengeluar ataupun pengilang charge mahal. So bila pergi dekat pemborong, dia lagi charge mahal. Macam kes ayam, siapa yang beli ayam dia tahulah, rasanya setahun lepas harga ayam sekilo dalam 6.5 ataupun 7 ringgit. Cuba pergi beli sekarang ni, at least 10 ringgit ataupun 10 ringgit something. At least dekat Sabah saya tahu 10 ringgit lah sekilo. Semenanjung maybe 10.5 ataupun 11. Masa raya hari tu dia orang cuba kontrol dekat 10 ringgit. Sebab harga ayam pun dah naik. Tahun lepas 6.5 7 ringgit je. So almost dekat 3 ringgit dia naik. Okay, so it's because of the orang kata the input cost ataupun raw material cost actually shot up. So sama juga case PPI, CPI, TC ini dia punya chain effect. So that's why Jeremy Powell he was waiting for, of course dia tak wait for PPI punya ni, tapi dia was waiting for CPI. So CPI menunjukkan inflasi yang tinggi. So PPI pun menunjukkan data yang agak tinggi. That's why FOMC dia kata okay, let's wait for let's say PCE punya data. PCE punya data keluar pun menunjukkan agak tinggi juga. So now we have to go to the other side of the other mandate, which is employment. So this is what I'm still expecting. NFP will give orang kata spike kali ni sebab inflation in a way kita dah tahu agak tinggi. So sekarang ni it's up to job market. What does the economy is going to, because even GDP pun, sekejap ya saya check data GDP yang keluar hari Khamis hari tu pun it's not so tak berapa menarik. Kita dapat GDP pun 6%, agak tinggi, tapi advanced GDP 6.5, below the expectation. Okay, so ekonomi pun tak menunjukkan apa yang Fed was expecting ataupun what was the hedge fund was expecting. So ekonomi tak grow. So NFP might give certain clue. So kita expect ada surprises. Okay?
Okay, baik. Terima kasih Cikgu Rashid. Tuan Jo, Cikgu, based from your statement just now, NFP result will be greater than forecast because of the higher CPI or PPI data. Even though Fed Jeremy Powell FOMC statement sound dovish.
Okay, saya rasa itu soalan untuk saya, so biar saya ambil. Yeah. Okay. So untuk jawab soalan ni, I need to clarify certain thing. Okay. Okay, dah keluar screen pun.
Siap. Belum. Sekejap. Okay, done.
Okay. I need to clarify the statement. Just now I didn't mention NFP akan ada increase data because of CPI, PPI. I was mentioning kita akan ada expecting these two data will have some surprises. Employment change and unemployment rate, and maybe a minor change on the average hourly earning. Okay, sebab dia job market is kind of I would say exclusive ataupun stand alone daripada CPI, PPI punya data. Okay, so dia tak directly correlated to NFP. Those data is inflation data. Yang ni adalah job market data. So these are two different things. Okay, apa yang tadi saya mention masa tu, saya expect nombor ni akan yang unemployment rate saya expect tinggi, non-farm employment change saya expect rendah. So this will give a spike. Sebab these two numbers is a kind of a market we'll be watching for. especially this unemployment rate and employment change. And I'm expecting minor changes on average hourly earnings because we don't expect gaji pekerja di apa kata, terlalu drastic akan change. Tapi these two, in terms of the employment and unemployment rate, I'm expecting there will be some surprises, slightly bigger surprises this time around with what's happening with the COVID, sudden COVID fluctuation, as well as people don't want to go back to work, and also people, companies asking to people to come to work, but then suddenly change their orang kata instruction or procedures or SOP, not asking people to come back to office again. They all working from home. So this will give some orang kata effect for this job market. Okay, so that's why I was saying that there will be some surprises. So there will be a spike up and down, or up, or down, depending on how big the difference versus the consensus. Okay, for example, contoh ini consensus adalah 895. Tiba-tiba kat sini keluar 400 atau 500. You will expect gold untuk shoot up lah, ataupun USD untuk melemah, ataupun unemployment rate this become 4%. Unemployment rate this become about 8% ataupun 7%, then you see similar impact, or the other way around. But I don't expect unemployment rate to be lower than this. I'm expecting to be higher than this for this time. So I'm expecting gold to go up. So that's why my projection on gold just now is to gold to go up. Okay. So just to clarify statement tu lah.